Hello, my name is Tine. In this video I'll fix my microwave. I just want to heat donuts for a few seconds to make it fresh, but I can't. There are two bad buttons before, but now the main turning button stopped working, so it's about time to open and fix them. Here we go. Actually, microwave worked just fine, but a few most used buttons work very badly, and the main turning button to choose time not work at all. Before start disassembling, take out the glass plate and the wheels, because it isn't attached and we don't want to break it. Then take off the cover. Basically it's screwed from both sides and from the back. Anyway, brand of this microwave is Gorania, one of biggest Slovenian factory, which make quality home gadgets like washing machine, refrigerators, TVs and so on, but recently company bought by Chinese. Hope that they preserve the quality of products. Then lift off the back side to get out of groove on the front side. I was surprised when I see entire electrical pan on inside of cover. Maybe expect this on some machine from 80s. There was a lot of dirt from the inside, so I clean it firstly for easier work. There's problem only into control panel, so I need to take it out. When I remove the only screw from inside, I can unhook entire panel from the grooves. I mark every cable and connector for easier assembly later, and then unplug all of them from mainboard. Now I got here entire control electronic, consisting of two mainboard. Firstly unscrew power circuit to get access to low voltage circuit, and remove them too. To get it out of housing we need to pull off the rotary knob. And now I got access to broken components. The encoder is obviously broken, as it rotates completely smoothly with no resistance. With the instrument we can see that also the button isn't at best condition and need to be replaced. Let's replace these two broken buttons. Firstly I apply a bit more solder, then suck it with that soldering gun. It should come off easily now, but the buttons was glued on the PCB, so I must use tiny screwdriver to get it off. Second button was glued a bit more, and when I pull it off from the PCB I see this. And I was pretty sure that I need to repair those 4 PCB lines under the button. It will be easy fix, but after some cleaning I see that all the lines stay untouched. Now clean the rest of glue also from the spot of other button, and it's ready to solder new one. That button is very delicate to dirt. If there come just a bit of dirt or some liquid cause corrosion, button will work badly. It can be opened and cleaned, but these buttons are so cheap that I got always few common versions in stock. There are a few different buttons, so beside of dimension we need to be careful also on the knob height and leg type. That PCB got holes on the bottom spot, so I can use SMD or classic type of button. I will use same button. It's a bit harder to solder in right position, but I solder only one leg and then align to its place. When the button is on its position, solder the rest 3 legs. On the other button I remove protective lacquer over the PCB when checking for connection. It's nothing wrong, but I apply a bit of liquid tape on that spot before solder the button over it. Both buttons are replaced, and now the encoder. As I say, it turned completely free without any position resistance, but the push button on encoder still works. First of all I remove it from the PCB and then open it to see where the problem is. On the bottom of encoder is push button. When we remove it we come to encoder wheel. We can see that the shaft is turning, but not the wheel. There are some plastic gear which connect shaft and wheel, but it looked like the tooth was wear out and there was no more connection between. I could glue this part together and encoder will work again, but then shaft couldn't move to push the button, so I need a new encoder. But I don't got in stock a single one. Then remember that I got a box with components for some Arduino project, and there I found also the encoder. Before I unsolder it from a PCB I compared them with old one, and it's looked totally the same. It fits perfectly into PCB, so all I need to do is solder them to its place. I replaced all the broken components on the PCB now, but before assembling back together I take out all the buttons and clean them on the spot that usually can be reached. It makes a huge difference, also if you think it's clean. And then assemble control panel back together. Wheel is really tight to attach on the encoder shaft, so push also from the back side to not damage the PCB. Then I make a bit of cleaning on the oven and apply a bit of grease on moving parts, mounting the panel to its place and connect all the cables. After make a test, it looked like everything worked perfect, but the microwave is still open, so I take the chance and clean the cooling fan. There are a lot of dust on the blades and it can cause vibration, which means more noise. And after cleaning, add a drop of oil to bushing. I want to put on the cover, but then see this. I believe it's hard to clean, but I got better tools than wife. And now I'm really done. Just screw the cover on and that's it. That microwave is about 6 to 7 years old and without encoder is totally unuseful. Someone will say, hey, it's about time to get a new one. But I want to show in that video how easy it is to fix some stuff. I already repaired a few microwaves for friends, and there was always some small problems like broken switches, buttons, or it was just too dirty, so it overheat and temperature fuse cut off. With fixing old stuff you can save a lot of money and do something for a planet. Microwave not only work like new, but also look like new. I don't know if you noticed, but there is still sticker over the LCD, and that's the real thing. That's it for today. Like, share and subscribe if you like, and see you next time.